Hey guys, Gator here with your regularly scheduled life update. I don't know how many of these I've done, but it's been a good amount. Uh, I guess it's kind of cool. They're like little, it's like a little journal that I keep on YouTube over the years. I guess that's kind of cool. But I think the last one I did was around my birthday last year, so it's been about 5-ish months. I remember I talked about stuff like lack of motivation. I just wasn't enjoying the stuff that I would usually enjoy, like making content, watching anime, playing games. The good old life, the way everyone should live. I guess just to look back on that one, definitely feel a lot better about most of that stuff now. New anime season. It's like I'm not. How am I supposed to not watch Haikyuu? Obviously, I'm gonna watch Haikyuu. I don't care how long it's been since I haven't watched anime. I'm definitely watching Haikyuu. But just in general, like I was just, I know that I watched Shokugeki season 3, because I dropped it like midway through season 2, so I like caught up. I rewatched the whole thing from season 1 actually up to season 3, and then Haikyuu came out. Railgun season 3 came out. There's a new anime called Darwin's Game. I don't think the ratings are that good, but I like it. Whatever, dude. It's a battle royale. It's a Fortnite anime. It reminds me of Fate. Can't really compare to Fate series, but it's like they all have like powers and stuff, and it's set in Tokyo, so it's a little more. Well, I don't want to say realistic because the idea is not realistic at all, but whatever. I like it. It's called Darwin's Game. Check it out. We're not here to talk about anime. So I don't know what I'm gonna title this, but if you don't want to watch the rest and just want to hear it straight up, as of this video, itzGator has to cease all operations. We are shutting it down until further notice. It is being shut down. YouTube. I was gonna say Twitter. I guess I use my Twitter. I don't know. I kind of want to like stay off of most social media like this altogether for a little bit. Anyway, the only times I use my Twitter is to retweet stuff. Like people follow me on Twitter, but literally all I do is retweet. So I don't know what's up with that. Twitch, Discord. Maybe I'll like stream like once a week or something when I have free time. I'll definitely have some free time, but not as much as initially thought. Like here's itzGator from a year ago. I'm thinking, okay, so I got my classes lined up, and here's my path to graduation. I'm in my last semester right now. Like, all right, I only have to take one class to graduate. I'm taking 2. I just added on an extra one because I thought it was interesting. And hey, I'm only half time. I can just chill, No, I'm very happy that I'm not full time during my last semester, but it's not a chill. It's not a go to school chill half semester. No, I gotta get my butt up out of my chair to go find what I'm gonna do after I graduate. Because as of now, I have no idea, and that is not good for a student in their last semester of school. That is very, very not good. Usually, you're supposed to start looking for jobs / potential future places you're gonna, during your 3rd year. I'm in my 4th year, in the last semester of my 4th year. That is really, really bad that I do not have any idea of what I'm going to do after I graduate. And that kind of really hit me like a truck when my school was like, hey, we want to see what places you're applying to. Just send us emails or whatever. Just do a little back and forth. Make sure that you're taking care of what you're supposed to do, because otherwise, you're not graduating, bro. It's like, wait, what happened? So basically, during your last semester, I have to be job hunting, which I should have been doing anyway before the last semester. And then if I'm not, they won't like write you a letter to get your visa extended to a job hunting visa or whatever in Japan if they don't see that you're actively looking for jobs while you're in school. So that's That's not good. I mean, it's good that, because I'm just like, if I didn't know about that, or like not know about that, but if that didn't happen, I'd probably just be sitting on my butt anyway, thinking, okay, I'll just graduate and I guess I'll just find one. That can't be that hard, right? Just get a job, dude. Just get a job. I mean, like, I'm an idiot. Okay, that's just the thing right now. I'm an idiot because I started. Well, let's start with the first reason why I'm an idiot. Is I've lived in this country for like 10 years, and my Japanese is trash. It's garbage. I remember at the beginning of 2019, I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to get to N3 level by the end of 2019. N3 is like, I think, conversational level. I didn't do anything. I barely spent any time studying Japanese last year. Now look at me. My Japanese is really, really bad. Like, you know, so like, there's like N1 through N5 level for like this like test that you can take in Japan. N1 being the highest, N5 being the lowest. I'm like the lowest. Like I took like the practice test for these. Like I could take the N5 one and pass it, like get all the questions right. The N4 one, I got like halfway through and then all of a sudden I just didn't know what was happening anymore. And I'm a pretty good test taker, so I kind of had to bullshit my way through some of those questions too. Like I'm bad. My Japanese is really bad. You'd be like, Gator, how the hell is that even possible if you've been living in the country for so long? Well, I mean, when you sit in your room all day and you have no friends, or let me phrase, because I mean I have friends. Well, actually no, let me not rephrase that. Let me go back. When you have basically no friends in Japan that speak Japanese, and all your friends speak English, it turns out you don't use Japanese for anything. When you sit in your room all day and only talk to your English friends and only do everything in English, I just never had a reason to learn the language. Like, obviously the big reason is, well, you live in the country, right? But it's just like, who cares, dude? Who cares? So that really sucks now when looking for jobs where a huge amount of them require at least conversational level, if not business level, Japanese. So the first thing I have to figure out at this point, which like all this stuff should have, like, my mind's all over the place because the fact of the matter is a lot of this stuff should have been figured out. Not now, you know, like this stuff should have already been figured out months ago. But the first thing I have to figure out is if I even want to stay in Japan at this point, because looking for a job in Japan is going to be rough when my Japanese is really bad. There is a fallback, but I don't want to rely on it, and that's just to be an English teacher in Japan. Like while I hone my other skills, whether it's Japanese or other stuff, because being an English teacher in Japan, you just need a bachelor's degree, and then most of them don't require you to know any Japanese. So if I apply to enough of those, I'm assuming I should be able to get one. That's like the just get a job, dude. Like, okay, I can probably just get that, you know? Especially since I'm already here in Japan. But I don't want to settle for that, you know? Like, I'm a communications major. I've taken classes on random communications major stuff. So, like, production. I've taken, like, several, like, photography classes or video, audio, even like one class on like video games where like made a game. But I have like a portfolio of like some stuff when it comes to like especially video editing, or like, I mean, I guess even my YouTube channel to an extent can be considered like part of a portfolio. Like that's all great and all. The only issue is that with that in Japan at least is most jobs in the production field you need Japanese. Right? Like, and like a good level, like N3 or conversational minimum, if not business level. Not me. Like, maybe I can speak to like a 5-year-old in Japanese. I think. I don't even know if I can do that because I've never done that before. So who knows? It's just really bad. Right? It's just not a good setup. So that's like the first thing I have to figure out is if I can land something. Well, I know I can land something, which is English teaching, but I'm not trying to settle for that. Like, why settle for that when I'm in a position at least attempt to try to find something better. So I've just been looking for random production jobs that maybe for like foreign companies or something that don't require Japanese. And then I've also been like, I used to be a computer science major, and maybe like 4 or 5 months ago I started learning to program stuff again, which is something that I wish that I did a lot earlier, or noticed a lot earlier, is that like while I was a computer science major, I didn't really enjoy programming as much, and I'm pretty sure that was because just of like, you know, it was attached to school, and like I had to follow a curriculum of certain things. And like when I'm doing it on my own, it's a lot more interesting because I can just like learn the technologies or learn whatever the hell I want to learn, you know. The problem is I don't know if that's going to be useful in business, whatever I know / am trying to learn, right? But for that, my portfolio is basically non-existent because I haven't been learning it for that long recently. But like the upside is you don't need Japanese for a good amount of software developer, web developer, whatever. You don't need a good amount of Japanese for most of those. Like it's either none or basic level. So it's like I'm just like in the middle of all this bullshit. So it's like I can try to go for like a web dev or software engineer job that requires that a good amount of them require basic Japanese or no Japanese. But do I have the skill set to do the job? Or I can go for a production job, but will I find one that requires basic or no Japanese? I haven't. Because even though I might have the skill set for something like that, I don't have the Japanese part. Like I might have like the technical side, but I don't have the language side. And then there's always the fallback is I can just be an English teacher, but will I enjoy doing that? I don't want to be chimp-packed and be around babies all day. No offense to chimp-pack. I mean, like not every English teaching job is teaching babies. I was trying to flame chimp-pack there. I'm sorry. But you see the dilemma. I'm all over the place. And I just want to have something. I need something. I don't want to be all over the place. So I'm just going out. I've been applying a whole bunch of random shit. If I don't even care if it looks like I'm qualified for it. I just apply for it just to get my foot in the door. Be like, hey, dude, hey, bro. So I have interviews lined up. I have all this bullshit because it's time to go. I gotta go somewhere. I gotta go do something. I gotta take care of business. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's you can tell it's pretty stressful because I know that it's a big mess right now. I'm just trying to piece things together as they come along. Just every day, just checking all the websites, just going to. I don't care, dude. Like, hey, if you're watching this, hey, dude, I'm looking for a job. Hit me up. Hit me up. Because it's like while I'm in Japan, like the whole question of whether I want to stay or not, like it's like while I'm in Japan, I might as well just apply. 'Cause like ideally, I do want to stay here, but at the same time, it's not, I don't know if it's that big of a deal if I stay here or not. But it's like while I'm here, I might as well apply because being in Japan while applying for jobs, I don't know if it does, but I assume it gives you an edge over people applying from overseas. But I don't know that for sure, especially since my Japanese is very questionable. But basically, it's like I could use my free time to try to make content or try to focus on WBE or APA or whatever, or I could use my free time trying to look for jobs or honing my skills to widen my range of jobs, whether that be developing skills or Japanese skills. Or I think you get it, right? And that just ties into like I just don't have the time, right? I don't think I have the time right now to invest into stuff like WBE, especially with trying to adapt to like the new timer. Like I don't have the time to do like pre-calcs, which like I did for like week 1. I had a lot of time to prepare, just because there's such a long time between when the schedule got released and the week 1. Like it was multiple weeks. I think I don't remember. Whereas like week 2, I didn't have any time for anything, especially when I was in the gist of things of literally the second I wake up, I go outside and I check everything and look for jobs. And I was actually, I just like, you can like apply online or you can call. Dude, I didn't give a fuck. I just went into their goddamn office buildings for some of these places. I don't care, okay? I'll be that guy, all right? Whatever. I just don't have the time. Plus, honestly, it's not too interesting to play. Like how I did last season of the WBE, where I would not spend too long team building and come up with most of my game plan during the game. That just, you can't do that with this timer thing. Like there were multiple points in my game against Pokemon where it really showed that I just wasn't playing with all the information possible. Like especially with random plays against this Goodra. Like I was scared to click another ice move with my Mammal that wasn't shard because I didn't know his Goodra set, even though I did Volt Switch on him, so I could at least tell if he's Assault Vest, but I couldn't calc it. And then later, I thought his Goodra was way lower than what it actually was, so I thought if it switched into Thunderbolt, it would get 2-hit KO'd, but it wasn't even close, which let him just get a free attack off because I didn't Volt Switch. And then even in the end scenario, I let my Mandibuzz take 5 million damage from a crash after he taunted me, where it was probably better to let Mandibuzz attempt to 1v4 his team at full HP, not taunted, but I just didn't think it'd be possible because I had like no time left. So I was like, can Rotom try to 1v4 or Mandibuzz? Like, whatever, let's let Rotom try, because at least Rotom, I'm specs, I can only click Thunderbolt. But it was just a losing scenario staying in like that, right? But it's just like all this stuff, because of the timer, I don't have time. So that's the theme of this video, is time. Right? Time only goes one way, for all we know. Who knows? Maybe it goes infinite ways. Huh? We're not here to talk about that. But yeah. So I hope you at least understand where I'm coming from. So I'm like, for seasonal operations, I'm probably gonna stick it. I'm not gonna be on social media as much. Like maybe you'll catch me a little bit here and there, but until further notice, well, mainly until I get situated with a career and such, you're not gonna see me as much. So I do have to apologize to all the WBE fans, or if you're looking forward to the APA, can't defend my title or anything like that, or just whatever other stuff you're looking forward to. Any Twitch viewers that are looking, because I remember I had like a whole schedule of stuff I wanted to play and whatnot. All that's getting put on hold, so I do apologize for that, and I hope you understand. It's not like I don't like making content, I still do. It's just that there's other stuff that needs to get taken care of right now, and I hope I do okay with that, because it's kind of nerve-wracking, because I'm be honest, like my job experience is pretty low, so I'm not really used to going out. I'm definitely not used to going out and just spam looking for jobs like this. Like the only job I had before is like being a server, and then I don't know if people would count YouTube as a job. I mean, I made money off it. Like, I guess it's like, yeah, sure, if you want to count that as something, yeah. It's 2020. Yeah, it's a thing. All right, it's a thing. But yeah, hope you guys understand. If there are any updates, then I'll probably say something on Twitter. But I don't expect there'll be much until I've made any progress regarding all this. But yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for your support. And if you're still around, whenever I come back, then see you guys next time.